Are we rolling? I think we're rolling. Hello, hello. Don't worry, show. What's good, everybody? I'm making this video right now. There's a lot going on in my head. I seem I seem sad. I'm not sad. Why did I say that like that? Why did I say that like that? Like like there is a lot of stuff going on in my head right now, but I said it like I'm depressed. No, I'm good. But I wanted to come on here and make this video. Once again, didn't really have anything particular to say. Like I need to make this, but it's like I know it's very important that I do make these videos, so I wanted to come out and make one. But I mean that's the important part about this stuff. Like when it comes to this content creation, and everything, because I see a lot of people talking about. Excuse me. I see a lot of people talking about in 2024, like go hard, go after your dreams, blah blah blah, do all this stuff. Like let 2024 be your year, and just do what you need to do. Like just start doing stuff, and be consistent with it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. But I was thinking like, I'm even thinking like, okay, before I turn on the camera, I'm like, okay, do I turn it on and be super energetic, super duper blah blah blah? Especially because I've had some other people tell me like, oh, you need to do this for your videos. You need to tap into this audience. You need to talk about this. You need to be energetic. And I understand what they're saying, but at the same time, I'm not trying to turn on the camera and just start. I'm not here to perform for you guys, honestly. I'm not here to put on a performance, turn on a persona, or any shit like that. Just for the potential of getting more views. I want people who watch these videos to actually watch them and enjoy them for their own. They like the videos. They like me. You know what I'm saying? I can't turn on a fake personality to get views and whatnot. And I can't even if with like a real person here. I guess here. Hold on. Let me rewind. It's like obviously the way I am, like just chill, calm, not really too much. I'm not like that all the time, but I can't just fake. I can't just turn on a different part of my personality out of nowhere. There has to be an actual reason, a legitimate reason for me to kind of change the way I'm acting. So even starting the video, I'm like, should I do a intro? Like, how should my intro be? Should I be energetic? Should I make this joke? Should I say a joke right here? Oh, I could know a joke I can say, but I'm like, at that point, you're just forcing it, dude. And that's one of the worst things you could possibly do. Is just start forcing shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when it starts to get messed up because you're starting to do stuff because you think somebody else is gonna like it. If I do this thing, I'll get this result. Even though I don't really want to do this thing, and then you don't get the result you want either. And now you just messed everything up. Now, obviously, there are certain things that, I'm not telling you to only do stuff that you only want to do in life. But I'm talking about if, like, you guys should know what the heck I'm talking about, bro. Honestly. If you don't, maybe you just haven't lived enough life yet to really get it. But you can't be out there just saying, oh, let me say this joke. Even though I don't necessarily think it's funny, but I think the whole class would think it was funny. You say the joke, now you look like a cornball. You look like a dummy. You know what I'm saying? You get sent to the principal's office because you thought you were being funny and edgy. Now you got sent to the principal's office and you didn't even think the joke was funny. It's like, I know you guys probably had it when you were in elementary school and shit. And when you trip and fall, people would laugh. So you might start doing a fake trip and fall. You might say, oh, can I go to get some water? And then you fake trip on the floor and everybody laughs and you think it's the funniest shit ever. And then you start doing it a couple more times and then nobody's laughing no more and now you just look like a dumbass. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not trying to be doing all that with these videos, bruh. But yeah, back to 2024. You guys got to be ready for 2024, G. And I guess one thing I wanted to focus in and emphasize on in this video is, well, one, like I said, I had these things in my head like, should I turn on the camera? Should I not? I don't have a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't make the video. But I'm like, nah, let me just turn on this damn video and talk, and then eventually something is going to come out that has some value. Because you have to understand this about yourself, especially if you want to do content creation. There's a reason why you why you want to go after this, why you want to do this. It's probably because you think you have something valuable that you can offer because you've witnessed it in your day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? But the difference within your day-to-day life and, you know, this content stuff is that in your day-to-day life, you know, stuff just happens randomly. And then you realize, you're like, man, if I would have had a camera on there for that, that would have been dope. You know, if I was thinking what I was thinking and if I was saying what I was saying and I had a camera on, it'd be dope. So now the content creation is no different. You still have the value, you still have the same knowledge, the same moments or whatever. Only difference is that they're harder to capture because you're not gonna have a camera on your life 24/7. So you kind of have to take moments like these to sit down and force yourself to start thinking in certain thought patterns that normally they just come randomly. Now you kind of have to be more structured with it to be able to make the content that you know is valuable. You know what I'm saying? I know I have valuable thoughts. I know I have valuable things to say. It's just a matter of getting them on video to share with the rest of the world. So that's one thing about the content creation. Like you have to, in 2024, set up time and set up areas for you to really turn on that camera and make the content that you know you're trying to make. You know what I'm saying? It's going to feel weird at first because you're going to feel like you're performing. You're like, you know, you're forcing stuff. It's going to feel like you're going to think like when you first start, you're going to think like, oh yeah, well, I need to say something entertaining. I need to be funny. I need to say something groundbreaking, educational. But it doesn't just happen like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't force that type of stuff. It happens naturally. So you just have to put yourself in the best position to be able to have something to say. So that's number one. And number two, there's something else I was about to say. Oh, in 2024, you got to make sure your shit, make sure you're prepared all the time. Because let me tell you something, 2023, that shit was rough. You know what I'm saying? I thought 2023 was going to be a big break year. I had that one job. You know, I was doing the sales and there was, you know, I made like $2,000, $3,000 in a week before. You know, I was making like $1,000, $1,200 every week. So I was like, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get the promotion at this job. I'm going to be making six figures. I'm going to be doing all this stuff. Boom, we're good. Like, I found a unicorn of a job. This is crazy. Boom, halfway through the year, completely got flipped on its head. Wasn't anything I expected. And I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared at all in 2023. That was one major thing. So I was basically just surviving off of what was happening in the moment. You know, so I didn't have no money saved. I wasn't looking to save any money. I was just trying to get to where I was trying to get to as fast as possible. So anytime any type of snafu came up, if I didn't, you know what I'm saying, I was screwed. You know? And I'm not only talking financially, I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, mentally and spiritually as well. So it's like I wasn't really emphasizing my time with God. So when a rough patch went, like, yeah, when times is going good, when God has let good stuff happen, I'm good. I'm on top of the world. I'm great. But as soon as the rough patch happens, now I have to basically, because I wasn't cultivating my relationship with God the whole time, staying prepared, I had to really like go all the way back to ground zero pretty much and like reestablish what I was supposed to be doing in the first place. So that's from the spiritual aspect. And then even from like the mental aspect as well. It was like, when my mental health was good, and when I say mental health, I don't mean like I don't know what to say. I just hate saying mental health and shit, but whatever. When my mental health was good, it was good. Like I'm good. Like, yes, I'm making all these sales. This is great. This is boom, perfect. I'm like at a really high point. But then once the sales and stuff started to slow down, then, you know, I'm like, what's wrong? Is it me? What's going on? And you start to get stressed. You start to get anxious. You start worrying about all types of shit. And that's because I wasn't prepared. I wasn't stable. And then when that happened, I started to let myself go. You guys probably remember I had the big old beard. You know what I'm saying? My hair was all crazy. You know, my clothes were weak as fuck, bro. Like, it was bad, dude. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wouldn't even brush my teeth. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be ashy. You smelling bad. Oh, I forgot to shower. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. You know what I'm saying? I was in a bad mental state. And I was kind of just like, turning a blind eye to it, like, well, yeah, this is what happens when you work as hard as I do. You can't shower. You can't do this stuff. I don't have time to do this stuff. But that was bullshit. That was an excuse. I'll be honest about that. So what I'm trying to tell you for 2024, aside from that long tangent, make sure you're doing the shit that you're supposed to do all the time. You know, especially if you're if you're in your hard moment right now, hey, well, you're just going to have to establish that discipline. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, okay, I'm speaking faster than I'm thinking. Okay, so look, I'm in a good moment right now. I'm out of that little rough patch. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm doing good right now. So what I'm doing right now is I'm making sure that my shit is on point. Everything. I make sure I'm spiritually, I'm spending time with God, doing what I'm supposed to do every day. You know what I'm saying? Because God is my source. He provides everything I have. So I always need to be connected to God. That's number one. And then number two, in terms of like my living situation and whatnot, I'm making sure every morning I wake up, I make up my bed. I'm making sure my room is clean. There's airflow in here. The room actually smells good. I got my candles going. I got my plug-in scents and all that. You feel what I'm saying? I make sure my skincare is on point. My hygiene is on point. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the waves. I'm making sure I'm getting my cut every 2 weeks or so. You know what I'm saying? Making sure I'm staying pretty clean shaven. Like, you got to be on top of your stuff. And if you're in a good period, like if you're in a good mental state, everything's kind of smooth right now, it makes it a lot easier to be able to do that and establish that stuff. I'm making sure my car is clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving clothes in there. I'm making sure I'm drinking my water. I'm taking care of everything I'm supposed to do. And because I'm in a good mental state right now and I'm establishing that right now, once the bad times happen, because it's inevitable, the bad times are going to happen, I'm still going to have a baseline of stuff that just needs to be done no matter what. So that way my low isn't going to be as low as it was before. Because I'm establishing certain parameters and ground rules to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing for the physical aspect and even mental and even cultivating that mindset and remembering. You're going to have your highs. You're going to have your highest of highs. Don't let that, like, I'm in a good mindset right now. I'm kind of on a high, honestly. But I understand and I know life isn't always on a high. The low period's going to come too. So I'm kind of keeping myself, I might kind of feel like I'm here, you know what I'm saying? But mentally, I'm kind of bringing myself here. So that way, once the low comes, it's not going to be so bad. If things drop down a little bit, I'm in the mindset, okay, we knew the bad stuff was going to happen, but that's why we prepared for this. That's why we put a little bit of money to the side. That's why we did all types of stuff. As opposed to if when you're out on a high, you spend all your money, you kind of just, you don't have any type of discipline. You just kind of do whatever. You don't establish certain plans and routines. Once some bad shit happens, you're going to start falling. You're going to start falling off. It's going to be, oh, I don't need to make my bed. Why would I make my bed? I don't need to clean my shoes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to brush my hair today. I'll just skip that. I'm not going to wash my face. And hopefully it doesn't get so bad to where you stop brushing your teeth and shit like I did, which is gross, but whatever. You can't get that low, bro. You can't let the highs and lows of your life dictate everything else around you. You have to dictate how high your high is and how low your low is. Even when bad stuff is happening, there's certain things that you do that you make sure you do, so that way you don't ever get so bad. You can't say, oh, I'm just gonna grow out this big old beard and I don't have time to go to the barber. You can do it yourself. Oh, I don't have time to get a haircut. You can't do that, buddy. You can't do that, especially not in 2024. We're not doing that no more. You feel what I'm saying? You have to take pride in your looks. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to tell myself, well, people shouldn't care about what I look like. If I don't care, you know what I'm saying? People should meet for me. Well, if somebody doesn't know something about you and you look like you're homeless and you look like you might rob them, I mean, how can you blame them? You gotta make sure you're taking care of your physical. You know what I'm saying? Because your physical is a manifestation of what's going on the inside. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know something's probably going on with you. If you look really rough on the outside, what's going on the inside is probably 10 times worse. So make sure you're taking care of your physical. And when, you know what I'm saying? So that way it helps you. You know what I'm saying? If your physical's on point, it kind of helps you. Okay, well, if I look good, if I'm taking care, if I'm brushing my teeth, if I just did 4 productive things in a row, how about I do one more thing? How about I try to level up? How about I try to do better? How about I try to do more good stuff? So that's what we're on in 2024. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And make sure you're prepared. That's one thing. The main thing is preparation. I've been starting to prepare my meal prep too, as well as I've been preparing workout clothes for when I get off of work. You know what I'm saying? I've been having my meal prep prepared. So on one of my off days, I'll go to the grocery store, cook one meal for about a week. You know what I'm saying? Cook enough food for me to last me about a week. Put it in the little containers. And I take it with me to work. So that way, when I'm at work, I'm not like, oh, let me just get a Hot Pocket. You know what I'm saying? Or let me just get some shitty food, or let me snack on whatever they have over here and eating bullshit. No, I'm bringing my meal that I prepared myself, that I know what's in it, that I know that it's healthy, and I'm eating that on my break. So that way I can keep my fitness in check. You can't make the excuse and say, oh, well, you know, it's so hard for me to stay in shape because the food that's around me, you know, it's so hard. Okay, then get yourself some food that's already ready and prepared for yourself that you made and bring it with you. They got microwaves, like whatever. If they don't got microwaves, make you something that you can eat cold. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But do something. I'm prepared in that way. And then also I'm bringing workout clothes with me to work. So that way when I get off of work, I go directly to do my workout as opposed to coming home, because when I come home, I already know I'm going to come home. I'm going to be kind of tired. I might want to sit on the couch. I'll probably fall asleep watching TikTok on the couch. Or if I go to my room, you know, say, let me change my clothes real quick. I might sit down for a little bit and be like, I don't necessarily need to go to the gym right at this instant. You know, I can wait. You know, I have plenty of time. I'll wait. I'll just go a little bit later. You know, I might fall asleep, take a nap, 3-4 hours go by. Now I only have like an hour left before I really need to get ready for work again. It's like, oh, I guess I can't really go to the gym because I got to shower and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't even put yourself in that position for that to happen. Make sure you just be prepared in advance. Make sure you have your clothes with you, have your gallon of water, have whatever. Go do your workout right after you finish work. Then come home and then do whatever it is that you need to do. You feel what I'm saying? So even if need be, you might even take your computer with you. Go do your workout. After you finish the workout, go to the Starbucks or something. Do a little bit of work there. I might start doing that. But go do some work on the computer and stuff. So that way it's, what's it called? Go do some work on the computer and stuff. That way when you get home, the only thing you really have to focus on is you can hop on that video game, play Fortnite or whatever, and then take a shower and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That would be the best bet for you, to be honest. But yeah, that preparation is going to be key for 2024. I need you guys to do that. Make sure you guys are staying prepared, staying on top of your shit, putting together systems and structures to help you succeed. You know what I'm saying? And your system might be a little bit different than mine, but make sure you're being prepared. You know yourself better than anybody. So you know the certain things that are going to trigger you to do something negative, and you know the things that are going to trigger you to do something positive. I know for me personally, if I already have something in front of me that I need to do, it's going to be hard for me to really go. If I had to go out of my way to do something, I'm probably not going to do it. So if I have to go out of my way to not work out, that means I'm going to be more likely to work out. If I have to go out of my way to eat something unhealthy, then I'm probably not going to eat something unhealthy. You feel what I'm saying? So put things in your path to make it easier for you to do certain things. When it comes to me waking up in the morning, I have my LED lights. They have a timer on them. So I set the timers that those lights turn on at 12:45. So that way when I'm asleep, I'm comfortable. All of a sudden, I see them lights come on. And I'm like, oh shit, the lights is on. You know what I'm saying? Then I know it's time for me to get up, get ready, and go do what I need to do. You feel what I'm saying? So do stuff like that. Put a preparation together so that you can do what you know you're supposed to do, and that's going to lead to your success. If you just chain together more wins, more tiny wins over and over and over again, eventually you're going to start doing bigger shit, and then you're going to be successful. So that's all I had to say for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, like, subscribe, comment, share, watch another video, boost the algorithm. I hope you guys liked it. And other than that, I'm going to check you later.